Hello Adrian, welcome on board. I'm on the footpath on the way down from the Eagle's Nest. The signal on the very top was just not good enough for me to do a scope properly, other than a very short one I did at the beginning. Anyway, it's pretty spectacular, the views from here, over the Bavarian hills into the Austrian mountains in the background, with Salzburg being just half an hour's drive from Berchtesgaden, where I am at the moment. This is Salzburg. And this is the area down here known as the Obersalzberg, where Adolf Hitler had his house, the Berghof, where Hermann Göring had his house, and several of the German hierarchy had their houses. They were all completely destroyed by the Americans at the end of the Second World War, but the bunker system still exists, and it's possible to visit some of these bunkers. Also in this direction, people, for those that are interested, if you're a Sound of Music fan, just where my fingertip is on that top field there is where Julie Andrews sang the Sound of Music for the opening of the film Sound of Music. So it was actually shot in Bavaria, that particular scene, and we had the backdrop of the mountains to our left and our to right during that film. So not to be confused with the Do Re Mi field, that was somewhere else. That was half an hour down the road from here on the motorway. But this is where the opening scene for the Sound of Music was filmed, in that field. The hills are alive with the sound of music. But most of the film was made in Salzburg, as you know, in Austria. So we're very close to the Austrian border here, and these forested hills that you're looking at all belongs to the area known as the Obersalzberg, and it's called Obersalzberg because it looks out onto the city of Salzburg in the far distance. This is the town of Berchtesgaden below me. Berchtesgaden, beautiful Bavarian village, town, and you can imagine why Adolf Hitler chose to have his house down there somewhere in the Obersalzberg area. And of course the Eagle's Nest way up there was built specially for him, and he also had various meetings up there. He used to like to what's the word I'm looking for? He used to like to show his visitors from various countries the beautiful views from the top of his mountains. I'm sure he had nothing sinister in mind when he was showing them, and they would go up there, drive up there for afternoon tea or a meal or two, and show people like Mussolini around him, have meetings up there. Of course, he did have meetings, important meetings from a political point of view as well, and also Neville Chamberlain met Adolf Hitler at the Eagle's Nest, I'm reliably informed. So a lot of the people are going down in the lift shaft from the top of the Eagle's Nest to come back down to the buses. But there's so many people up there, it's the height of the season, and I'm going to walk down, it's quicker. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. And one of the beautiful things about coming to Berchtesgaden, Bavaria, is not just the Eagle's Nest and the bunkers and the museum, it's also the lovely mountain lakes. And unfortunately we can't quite see the one I wanted to show you, because that's only visible from the very top. It's a lovely lake called the Königssee. You can look down here, look at that. That shows you some of the road that we came up on the special bus to get up here. It's 1800 meters high. There's another section of the road there, and we're looking down onto the Berchtesgaden and surrounding areas, and just round the corner of this mountain, can't even see my finger anymore, just round here to the left is the lovely Königssee, a lovely alpine mountain lake, a beautiful lake, clear as a bell. Salzburg, of course, down there in the distance, over the border in Austria. Thank you for joining, everybody. You're on the mountain path. There's the Eagle's Nest. You can see the turret. Can you see the turret, people? That up there, that's the Eagle's Nest. And the Eagle's Nest is a Gasthof these days. You know, you can go out there and have a nice meal, sit on the terrace and hike up. But I'm relying on an Austrian internet connection in Germany, because you get the signal from the Austrian telecom companies that wafts over the border, and so it's courtesy of A1, which is because we're just hitting a blind spot. Stay with me, we'll be down at the buses very soon. Yeah, it's the peak of the season this time of the year. Every car park space is taken. Hundreds of people are coming up. And there's lots of queuing. I'm here with my niece and her baby and her partner, and obviously they've got the pram to push, so they've gone down in the lift. I'm hoping to meet them in a few minutes. There's some maintenance work going on here, building a new foundation, because there's a big drop over the edge of that, you know. It's quite a steep drop. Just jogging ahead. Takes about 15 minutes to walk down from the Eagle's Nest to the bus depot. Everybody has a reserved space on the bus. Another view down a rather exciting looking gorge. You can see the buses coming up actually on the road up to the top car park. These buses are specially designed to navigate very narrow roads that were built just for the buses, not for any cars or anything like that. Anyway, let's follow the road down to the bus, so that I can get my niece and her baby and her partner back to Salzburg Airport. I've got a flight to catch. So time is of the essence, but we have a signal, that's good. It's good to see. And I'll try and keep you entertained as long as we have a signal. It's a lovely day again. We've had great temperatures in Austria these past weeks. The best summer on record. 30 degrees has been hit. Thank you for staying with me. I'm going to be down at the bus place in a couple of minutes. There's the Untersberg mountain, famous for also being featured on the Sound of Music film. We're just walking down the last few minutes to get to the buses so we can get on that bus. There's several buses actually, because there's hundreds of people literally coming up here. Welcome CA Sherry.
Now it is, you say, a tourist attraction.
So, where were you in the military?
Enjoy. These are just some of the hundreds of people that are waiting to get on the bus.
There's people good in that one there.
Yeah.
There's nice people on this one.
He's checking the ticket, so what he might do is say, oh, you need to wait for the next bus.
We've changed it to 20.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
You've been here long?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gavin, I'm going to wait here.
Yeah.
One there.
Gavin, wait here and I'll open the door to let them on.
All right, I'll ask him. Servus.